defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They run with a fifth-round man, Paul Perkins. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They go with Perkins.
Ai, droga.
And after the good gain last play, this time they
Aí é
say,
foda.
as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Vou
They'll
passar.
wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for
First down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd down, Perkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
Jogar lá pra
The
direita.
system of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot.
That's holding by Marshall for a giant touchdown. Brandon Marshall, an 18-yard touchdown.
Na torcida lá, please, Wing. Vai se torcida do Santos.
Talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches. The fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
André, eu tô sem fone, tô falando pelo controle. Se tá ouvindo aí, manda só um sim ou não que eu consigo ler aqui, por favor.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it again with Sims. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That's caught inside the 20.
Meu Deus.
It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 47 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route.
Oh. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think
como troca de jogador, mano.
About a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They're on the march, but facing a third
Terceira
down.
para 9. Ontem eu tava conseguindo trocar de jogador.
From the gun, Winston.
Ah, não. Tá de brincadeira.
He did not. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The return man here, Dwayne Harris, spins away, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They go play action here on first down.
Nossa, não.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Aí é foda.
His guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now whistles
Offside.
here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
2nd down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Working out of the gun, Winston.
A defesa não faz nada.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Jameis on 2nd down.
Ah, não.
He's
Puta
got
que
it.
pariu.
Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson from 10 yards out. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section.
É melhor que ontem. Ontem eu perdi 17-3. Agora tá 10-7. Vamos ver como é que vai ser até o final.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Tem que aprender a driblar.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Manning gonna throw.
Eita!
Hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested.
Terceira para 10.
Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Vou tentar buscar o Odell.
Play action. Manning. He's going to fire one deep.
Boa.
Man, complete.
Ele não falha.
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on third.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It
really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise.
Peguei as mães.
BJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is, just throw it up there, he'll go get it.
Ah, tem que ir tentando, né? Ontem eu tomei uma sova.
With excellent gains.
Mas tu escolhe a jogada ali no começo, é só ficar atento nos botões. O foda é que tem que olhar aqui pro pocket e tem que olhar pro... lá em cima se o cara tá marcado. Ó, mais uma interceptação. Com controle. Em live. Pra mostrar o jogo. Porra, mais uma interceptação. Tomando. É realista, né?
Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32.
Ontem eu interceptei 2 vezes.
10 yards on the pickup there and it'll be
Não
second
consegui
down.
converter nenhuma.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have
Oh, mas aqui é lógico que os caras vão correr, né? Botei marcação errada.
From our studios in Orlando. Jameis to throw it.
Opa.
Incomplete there. A nice hit.
Incompleto, né? Foi.
And brings up third down.
Ah, precisou.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Third and short yardage.
Ah, precisava só bloquear esse. Ah.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes
É massa
for
comemoraçãozinha.
29 yards on third down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yards.
Meu Deus, que isso?
And his pass incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's second down.
Tem que aprender a quebrar essas barreiras aqui da frente, mano. Já tentei de tudo. Quer dizer, não tentei de tudo, né? Porque senão teria conseguido mais. Agora nem tô vendo onde que tá. Ah, meu defensor tá lá em cima. Já era.
And that one results in 35 yards.
17-7.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route.
Olha, quase peguei.
About 3 steps before you go on the slant.
Falta.
In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Defense.
Falta pra mim.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Ó, fala que agora tem 1 minuto pra tentar chegar lá. Vai ter que ir nas manhas, saindo da quadra, do campo, né? Joga pro alto e resta. Ui, quase foi interceptado de novo. Fiz o tempo.
They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Manning will try again on 2nd down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's brought down after a good game.
O tempo de novo.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Uma jogada que vai para lateral agora.
From midfield, here's Manning. And his throw is incomplete.
I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Now Manning, he's going to fire one deep over
Ai,
the
que
middle.
merda, mano. Quase deu gol. Ah, não precisava ter de tempo, o relógio estava parado. Quase já foi.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Eu não vou dar o punch. Tô perdendo mesmo. Já tô na merda. Fazer o fake. Bumble. É, não é pra mim esse jogo. Me botar no fácil.
He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an
tá no médio ainda, cara. Tem que botar no fácil. Ah, mano. Porra, tudo dá certo, cara. Vou nem tentar bloquear. 24-7. Pensou eu fazer agora no retorno? Pronto, pra cá.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they
try. He's got a man complete.
Aí, ó. Eu acredito.
Seconds of the first half, and the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think
Temos
anytime you
jogo.
go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be,
Duas
but in a pretty good
posses.
spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Ah, regou, já tá sentindo já a pressão. Já ajoelhou.
Just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the drive begins here with Sims. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we have reached. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half.
Terceiro, quarto agora.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return to try and
Ô, mano, os caras do outro time fazem uma blitz na minha frente e eu não consigo fazer blitz nenhum.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second
Ah, é,
half.
mano. Puta
Nice
que
first half
pariu.
that we've had, guys,
Não consigo
but
trocar de jogador.
for some change-ups.
Nem sei como eu fiz, acho que foi bolinha.
Kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers.
Olha, os caras já
56
estão.
yards.
Meu
Throw it
Deus.
long, it can be a big play. You throw it short, it can be a big play for Deshaun Jackson. Yards after catch, always a big part of his game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Keenan Robinson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Terceira pra 16. Se eles conseguirem agora, eu desisto, tá, mano?
Yeah, perhaps.
Não,
I mean, after
desisto
that
mais.
incompletion, a little credit to the
Teria
defense
vontade
for
de
shutting down on
desistir.
that play. Maybe
Ai,
try
olha
and
só,
run the
mano.
football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Olha só.
They're able to convert on
Devia
third
ter
down,
ficado
and that
quieto.
sets up a first and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So now third and goal. Will the deep, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles
Frustrante,
Sims
cara.
punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers here finding a
21
way to stretch
14.
their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans
Nem vi pra onde eu vou retornar, só
and it ends
TX.
with a 1-yard touchdown run. This will be taken
Ajuda aí,
in
ô meu
at the
time.
1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to
Okay.
start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for
Próximo eu vou
them.
tentar
And
botar
you
o
know,
Eli
at
pra
the
correr.
half, They discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
Puxou minha máscara ali que eu vi.
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology
Botar o Eli
they
pra
use.
correr, quer ver?
Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Corre! Corre! Que burro, cara. Ele não correu. Mas deu boa. Será que tem que apertar algum botão para ele sair da posição de passe? Meu filho está perdendo 31-14. Só joga. Cadê o Del? Terminou o Del. Ai! Entrou a perna dele no chão.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Quase com interceptar de novo.
Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have. And they're going to try this again. It's another.
Vai. Ai, cara, faltou tão pouco.
They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams. It looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
Tem que aprender algumas coisas ainda. Como dar combate, como correr com QB. Tem que jogar no fácil.
Sometimes
tutorial,
but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the
interceptaçãozinha só.
Also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start.
Só para dar jogo.
Now Sims. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Meu Deus, cara. Minha defesa é uma mãe.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this way, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know what
Olha só, que raiva, mano. Meu Deus. Por isso que eu não jogo jogo de esporte. Tirado.
Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout.
Olha essa minha defesa, meu Deus do céu.
Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Bray from 4 yards out, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on. Just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This one fielded at the 5.
Já tinha driblado o cara, não sei porque fui virar.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Throwing on first down is Manning.
Olha, interceptada de novo. Ah, meu Deus.
Picked up by Levante David, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Já era.
Bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football, but when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now they run with Sims. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
O gol, cara, no show.
Time for a break. Back to finish
Time for a break.
on EA Sports after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, they run with Sims. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Isso, comemora. É 38-14, dá tempo ainda. Vai ficar 40-14.
Blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
So
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Queria só mais touchdown. Se eu fizer touchdown, eu considero vitória.
Manning now on first down.
Não, toma essa interceptação.
Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you?
É isso, né?
So potential
Acabou.
exists for that 5th one to occur.
É isso, acabou.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.